Welcome back to Sweet Naya Reacts, and today's video is going to be about Europeans having the hottest summer ever with no AC. Some Europeans actually came to the United States for the World Cup and realized we have AC actually almost everywhere. And going back home and like, wow, we don't have AC. They got AC. So they go from being outside with the heat, going back in the house, and still hot with high heat. And also people that took AC for granted and didn't realize when they go to European countries there's no AC, and talking about their experience and how they was not caring too much for America, and now they really care a lot about America and realize that America is blessed to have AC everywhere. So yeah, this video today is going to be about Europeans talking about the no AC. Let's get into it.
Americans, I'm not being silly, yeah? But just take a look at me right now. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm sat in my kitchen trying to cook dinner. No, I haven't been for a run. No, I haven't been lifting weights. I've just been sitting here and stirring the pot every now and again. This is what happens when the UK has a heat wave. You are just in a puddle all day long. And you know why that is? It's because we don't have any air conditioning. No houses have aircon. In America, okay, it might be hot, humid in the day, but at least in the evening, when you go back to your home, you can click that button, put the AC on, and be nice and chilled. Get some goose pimples because you're a little bit cold. In the UK, when we have hot weather, it is barbaric. There is no way to get away from the heat. Ain't nobody got a swimming pool, maybe a paddling pool, but nothing like that. Nothing like they have in the US, man. No ice dispensaries, no aircon. This is gonna be me all night now. Like, how am I gonna go to bed? I'm gonna go to bed in a puddle of my own sweat. Take me back to America.
I just seen this comment where they said nothing will make you love America like traveling through Europe. And it wasn't until my recent trip to Portugal where I now resonate with that. I am the most unpatriotic person you'll ever meet. Don't like this country, and especially with all that's going on with the world and the things that this country perpetuates. And I have always been like, I can't wait to leave America. Like, America sucks, it's so shitty. But admittedly, the 3 times I've been to Europe, I couldn't wait to come back to the things that I admittedly have taken for granted. For example, I just came back from Portugal. I was there 10 days. I did not even think to look up if my accommodation had AC. It did not, and I was there during a record-breaking heat wave. I went to the reception at 1 o'clock in the morning. The receptionist was passed out on the floor. He had passed out from lack of heat. And the hotel I was staying at, they were saying when I had checked in that they can't install elevators and they cannot install AC because it's in a historical part of Lisbon. And yeah, like, understandably, it was scorching hot. Mind you, I live in a desert, so I know what hot is like. Just imagine it being hot and then you're not able to even get a reprieve. Like, you would walk around, especially with it being Lisbon, you'd walk or hike around town and then want to come home or back to your accommodation and want to take a nap. You can't even comfortably take a nap because it's just hotter inside than it is outside. It was just stifling. So America, we have AC. That was one luxury that I'm just like, this is like something that I didn't even think was a luxury. And I know that sounds ignorant, but it's just like, I didn't even think to look up if a hotel did or did not have AC. Having to pay extra for ice, and this is gonna sound super small, but I don't like using air dryers. I've always used
We assume in this day and age that everybody, all countries will have AC, but nope.
Paper towels when I wash my hands. I hate air dryers, and recently I learned that they're very unhygienic and they spread germs. Either way it goes, no paper towels all throughout Portugal in the bathrooms, always an air dryer. And for some reason, some spots did not even have toilet seats, so you had to squat over the toilet. So on top of hiking from place to place, you have to do squats when you go to the public restrooms. It's just like, oh my goodness. Like, there are some things where just like, I can't even imagine living in another country. And I've always envisioned myself, I'm like, I can't wait to leave America. I can't wait to get out of Dodge. I can't wait to live far away from this country. And it's just like small things. And those are just things off the top of my head where I'm just like, I can't wait to get back home to like my everyday things. There are just some things I don't think I could compromise on.
I fly back to Manchester in 2 days, and I got off the phone with my mum this morning. Yeah, it's 30 degrees, brother. For my Americans out there, that's in the mid-80s, yeah? 80% humidity as well. I get back. Houses are made of brick. There's insulation, bro. I'm going to be sweating my arse off. I'm sweating right now, bro, and I've got AC. Imagine how I'm going to be there. I don't even know why England has no AC. Restaurants, coffee shops, homes. Nowhere has AC. And every year everyone's like, nah, I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying $1,000 to get AC because it's only hot for 2 weeks, brother. Every year there's another week added. So it might have been 2 weeks.
Okay, so he just explained it. Why? People don't think they need it because it's not going to be hot that long. So a lot of people probably just put it off because they're like, hey, we're only going to have to deal with this for a couple of weeks and then it'll go back to being cool. For some reason, I think like a lot of European countries like London, France, you know, it's just mostly cooler temperatures. So this is a little period that they go through. So maybe they don't even think they really need the AC. But then once that hits, they be like wishing they had the AC.
10 years ago. Now it feels like it's 8 weeks. I'm going to come back and be sweating my arse off badly. And don't get me wrong, England when it's hot, especially Manchester, is unreal when it's hot. I know that I'm going to get back, I'm going to be able to step out and everywhere's going to be busy. People are going to be at the greens, people are going to be having a drink outside, restaurants stay open late, people have a good day and nightlife there, yeah? So I am excited, but I'm a bit nervous, yeah, because I've been spoiled for 4 years, man. I get home, my AC set on 67 degrees, not sure what it is in Celsius, but it's like walking into a fridge. I'll get in bed at night and I have to get under the covers because it's Arctic. It's going to be the opposite in England. I'm going to be lay on the floor trying to cool down. One of those nights, yeah, where you go to sleep, you sleep for an hour, you get up, you have a cold shower, you come back down, you put a cold water on a towel and you lie on that. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm actually worried about it.
How old were you when you learned that Europeans don't have AC? Yeah, so what you're telling me is you're burning in the same heat as us. Yeah, 110 degrees, and you don't have any AC. May God be with you, eh? Cause I'm really thinking about it now. What is life without AC? Huh? Like when it gets hot, you use the AC. When it gets cold, use the heater. Do they have heater as well? I don't know. Omar, do you think the UK has heaters? Probably not. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you don't have AC, I don't think you have heater either. That's just broken to me. That's insane. Cause I know some UKers, right? And I'm not gonna hold you. They're low key on the brink of death. Bruh, they're telling me it's hot. They got no AC. They're this close to just gonna end themselves in water. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have done the same a long time ago, if I didn't have AC. Man, genuinely, if I look, you just start making ACs and just start shipping them out to the European countries, I think I would make bread. I'm not going to because I really don't care. But
I'm in Vienna, Austria, and it is about 100 degrees out here, which is about 38 or 39 Fahrenheit. And it's so hot out here that the line at the ice cream shop is around the block. Look at this.
I think he meant to say Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
Wow, I don't blame them. I've been inside in the air condition, editing videos all day and organizing, doing laundry because I've been on the go. So this is the first time that I've got to catch up on a lot of footage that you're gonna see, but it is hot in Europe. And thank God I found a place with air conditioning because I don't know how they're doing it right now. And they're in the park and it's a lot of people out here. It's a gorgeous place, a lot of gorgeous women, a lot of cool people. And yeah, hopefully I get a chance to explore the city over the next few days.
don't get on the train in Barcelona, especially when the aircon's broke. Don't know how I didn't pass out, drenched. No.
Why don't Europeans have air conditioning? The basic answer, and some of the stuff you've seen around this is like, well, apparently it's illegal. It's not illegal. You can get an air conditioner in Europe. There are a few countries that have regulations around air conditioning, but it's around installation and permit usage. And this has less to do with making air conditioners illegal and more with just general building code stuff and not wanting someone who is not a professional in making these sorts of things to get involved and burn the house down. Let me explain that, because I think for some people it's important. In many countries around the world, you have to be a skilled tradesperson to install stuff. The reason why we require people who are licensed and skilled and etc. to install stuff is because when a lay person that isn't licensed does it, there is an increased risk that they burn their house down or destroy something. When someone does that, it doesn't just risk them and their family, it potentially risks their neighborhood or causing a larger public safety threat. So for that reason, many countries have decided to make the speed at which they can install things essentially less efficient by saying the regular lay people can't do it because they want to lessen the risks of these other hazards. And that's sort of the reason behind why the way these building codes work. Now, you can have debates on that on either end, but that's the reason that's basically given.
Okay, so that explains it. He explains why they don't have it. But like I was saying, I think also it's because it's just a short period that they go through with the heat, and they rather just deal with it for a little bit and then go right back to cool temperatures. That's what I'm thinking also. But let me know if you experienced that going to European countries with dealing with the high heat and no AC and how you got through it. And let me know if you also didn't realize how grateful and blessed you are to have AC living in America, and that is actually like a privilege to have it because some countries don't have it. You never really thought about that because you're just so used to having it. So okay, so if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Until next time, bye.